Welcome to Knot Wars, where we pit fishing's best knots in a head-to-head competition to determine which knots you can count on. For the past several weeks, we've focused on the best knots for attaching lure to line, and the venerable Calamar came out on top against several tough competitors. But this week, we head in a completely new direction, highlighting the best knots for connecting two lines, but with a small twist. We want to find the best knot for attaching leader material to super braid. As in previous Knot Wars, we're going to use three types of line. Our main line is going to be 14-pound fire line in flame green, and for leader material, we're going to use two types of line. Our first is going to be mono, that's going to be 14-pound Trilene XT Tough Red, and our fluorocarbon is going to be the new Trilene 100% fluorocarbon in 15-pound test. The first knot in today's competition is called the leader knot, and it's a good knot for attaching mono to mono. However, it is a tough knot to tie, but with practice, you'll be able to master it. Here's how you tie the leader knot. First, run the two lines parallel, bring your main line back toward the middle, and this is kind of the tricky part. Wrap it around 3 times, then run the tag end through. Before you tighten, moisten like all knots. Now do the same thing with the monofilament or fluorocarbon. Wrap it around 3 times, run it through, draw it tight. Now that's called the leader knot. Now the second competitor today is known as the Fisherman's Bend knot, and it has a good reputation as a knot for lines of similar diameter. It's also really easy to tie. Here's how you do it. First, run the two lines parallel, bring the tag end back toward the middle, make a loop, wrap the line once, twice around the parallel lines, and draw a little bit tight. Then do the same thing on the other tag end, make a loop, wrap it around the main lines, twice, draw tight. Now with all knots, you want to moisten and draw them tight. Now that's the Fisherman's Bend knot. Is it better than the leader knot? Let's find out. Now we've already got the knot testing machine set up. We've got the Fisherman Bend knot here on the right. We've got the leader knot on the left. Let's see which one does the best. Boom. 5.6, that's actually our long-term average for this particular knot at about 5.7. That's obviously not a very strong knot. In fact, the leader knot won with both mono and fluorocarbon, which means it's this week's champion. Up next is the barrel knot, well known as a great knot for attaching lines of similar diameter. Should be a great battle. By the way, if you'd like to practice these knots or any of the knots featured on Knot Wars, simply log on to fishingclub.com. We have all the instructions right there for you. Knot Wars, because no good fish story ends with a broken knot.